In the last episode, you have destroyed Ismark's undead body, whom Strahd unleashed upon you to demonstrate his disappointment of your recent actions. And you headed back to Vallaki and told Arena of her brother's fate. And Enoch basically stopped her from heading straight to Castle Ravenloft. And after he calmed her down, she swore to be ready with an army once you get back to Vallaki with all the items you need to destroy Strahd, the items that Madame Eva told you you need. And Irina gave her scabbard to Enoch, and you have put El Kalar, the sword that you have found, in it, and your sword now have this strange shimmer once you pull it out of the scabbard. So something interesting is going on there. And you did a quick search of the ruined Blue Water Inn, and you've searched for some evidence of Erwin and Danika's fate. Aramil wanted to show it to Davian Martikov, and you indeed found this wooden holy symbol, or something that looks like a holy symbol, in the form of a black raven's feather made of wood, and it was charred and blackened. You picked it up and you went to visit the Wizard of Wines. But on the road, you have met some rough-looking men that they told you that they are working for a woman named Esmeralda, and they are seeking her husband. And at that point, Nelfane kind of looked grim, while, if I'm not mistaken, Gary sensed that they have this interest in him. But they departed soon after. And you have reached the valley south of Vallaki, where the winery is located. And there you saw the winery abandoned. And there was this group of people. I think Aramil sent his owl to investigate, if I'm not mistaken. And you have witnessed a group of people tending the wounds of a woman. One of them was a very old man. And you approached those people, and you have learned that this man is Davian Martikov, the head of the Martikov family. He's a very old man. He owns the winery, and he told you that evil druids invaded the winery and drove all of his family from the winery. And in their haste, they have left behind the baby, Yolanda. She is the daughter of his son's wife, and the wife was injured very badly when they escaped. He was also devastated to hear about his son's demise, and you produced the evidence for that. And then he ran, or he tried to run, to the winery to save the infant, shouting something about last blood. But you again calmed him down and went to the winery to investigate for yourself. Now there you have encountered several dirty-looking druids, and they were poisoning both the fermentation vats, the wine casks, and both the infant itself. They were pouring some black ichor into the cradle. And you fought the druids, and you fought those strange tree blights, those needle-looking, plant-looking creatures that crept all around the winery. And Gary snatched the baby from the cradle and flew using his magical broom out of the winery, while all of you were basically still fighting those twig blights and the druids. Vasero at this point managed to kill one of the druids by drowning her inside of the fermentation vat, and you took her staff. It was a spongy, rotten-looking stuff that was emanating those smoky puffs. And as soon as you grabbed it, you were whisked away to this barren hill with a tree on top of it, and you've heard those strange noises all around. And the tree was had an axe embedded in it, and blood was oozing from the cut. At this point, you also, Vasero, turn very still, and his eyes turned black, and he was in this comatose situation, while all of you still fought either the druids or those blights. And I think this is where we stopped last time, right? With Vasero standing on the hill and hearing those strange noises.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at this point, I need you all to roll initiative.
21.
21.
Aramel with 19 for Aramel.
Okay.
15 for Getty.
15 for Enoch.
21 for Mouse.
And Nilfane?
19. And
19.
6 for the bear.
Okay. Great. Vasero. No, actually, you're still on the hill. So, as I told you before, you see a barren hill, a huge dead tree on top of it with an axe embedded in it. All around, all you can see is mist, and there was a circle of stones, black marble-like stones, standing just a few, something like, I don't know, 100 feet west to this tree. And there is something in the middle of this stone circle, but you're not sure what it is. And all around you, you can only hear those sounds.
And so, is it like a dream where I can move around and do stuff?
You can move around. Yes, you can try.
I want to get to the tree and try to pull the axe out if I can.
Okay. Great. So you walk to the tree, and as soon as you grab the handle of the axe, roots, dead and deformed and spongy, come out of the earth, and they grab you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. In the meantime, Mouse, you are still in the upper floor where you just slew one of the druids near the cradle, if I'm not mistaken. You hear glass break, and you quickly turn around, and you can see on the lower floor there are windows all around. They start to break, and those needle-like bush creatures crawl in. Dozens of them. Just. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and get out of the building. So there's, I don't remember how I got in.
So you can basically
go.
You can basically backtrack into the corridor and jump down to the room with the fermentation vats, and then you can leave basically through either the loading dock or through the back door, which leads outside. Depends which way you want to go.
I'll go through the loading dock.
Okay, so you do that, and as you do that, two of the needle blights that broke through the window just crawl at your direction, and while you try to flee, they have a go with you.
Alright.
Let's see. So you manage to dodge both of those creepy creatures, and you slip out of their grasp, and now you are at the loading dock looking at this big wagon with casks on it.
Okay.
Vasero, how did you do on that roll?
I rolled a natural one, so that's a modified 7.
Natural 1. Okay, so the roots grab you and start to pull you down into the spongy earth. And quickly enough, you can see, I mean, quickly enough, the earth reaches to your chest level. You kind of try to grab roots around you or the tree itself or anything. You are still holding the axe and it kind of bends as you go down. Do you want to try and pull yourself or take out the axe or what?
So it's roots that pulling me down, right?
Yes,
Can
yeah.
I take out the axe and try to hack at the roots?
So make a strength check with the axe. Aramil, what do you do?
I roll
You've
another natural
You've
one.
seen mouse flee. Another natural. Okay. A great way
great.
to start the night. Aramil, you just seen Mouse leave the building with two of the needle blights. They try to grab him, and Vasero is still standing there in the middle of the room with his eyes all black. What do you do?
Are the trees heading for Viscero? I mean, is he
Some
their
of them.
target?
Some of them. So there are, dozens of them pouring in. They climb on the wall, they climb on the ceiling, and they just fill the winery.
Right. So the two and the two blights that were next to me and Enoch are dead already, right? Or are they
If I
still out?
remember correctly, but I might be wrong. But even if you destroy them, there are many more coming from the area around the winery.
All right. So I'm gonna try and run inside and try to save Viscero.
Okay, so
So,
if I remember correctly, he is on the second level. So as you go in, you have two staircases, each on every side of the fermentation vats room. So you can climb either one. He's basically standing in the middle.
Okay. I can see him. Am I able to see him from where I am right now?
So if you just twist your neck, yes, you can see him.
How tall are these creatures?
So do you have any of you seen the movie The Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise?
No.
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I don't think so.
think about those creatures as they crawl on the those phasers. So it's small. It's half your size, but it's made of thorny needles and twigs and sharp edges as it crawls. So
All right. This is what I'm trying to. This is what I want to do. I want to levitate him for a while, but I want to make sure that if I levitate him, he's safe. From the entire room. I mean, even if they can't reach him from the floor, from the ceiling, or from the walls, or anything like that.
so
Is
you
there
can
like a point?
Awesome. Yeah, you can probably levitate him to the middle of the room, so he'll be relatively safe from all directions.
Okay, so this I'll do that, and okay, I'll just do that, and I'll try to move to a location. So I'm gonna move up the stairs as far as I can from these creatures, so that it'll take them at least a move to get to me.
Okay, so as I said, a lot of them pour in, and as you maneuver throughout the room and try to position yourself and cast the spell, one of them just tries to scratch you, but you manage to dodge the scratch and levitate Vasero. So you all see Vasero kind of, in this Jesus position, hands spawned, holding the staff. The staff is emanating smoke, and he's just eyes black. Starting to levitate in the middle of the room.
Is the staff broken?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
Oh.
Not yet.
not yet. Right. Okay, Vasero, you have lost grip of the staff, and you now begin to sink into the earth. So right now, the earth is about your nose height, and anyone who looks at Vasero see that he starts to cough mud and dirt and whatever black stuff. So he just
Okay, so this feels really real to me. This isn't like a dream then.
no. I need to make a Constitution saving throw. Nelfane, what do you do? You were basically outside the building, just guarding the rear entrance.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Can I see Vasero floating up on the second floor? Through a
From the
window?
windows of the second story, yes, you can see him kind of.
Could I shoot the staff in his hand?
Ooh. So I would say yes. You'll need to roll really, really well, and please don't roll a 1.
Worth it.
But you're really good at getting crazy shots with Viscera, right? Like,
Yeah, worth it.
Oh, and I also actually have inspiration, so I can use that if I roll. I'm using my inspiration. That was a 1.
Oh, no.
So
Oh god.
That was a 1?
yeah, but inspiration. I had inspiration. I'm using inspiration. So well, that's a 5 modified to a 13. So
Okay.
better than a 1 modified
Okay.
to a 9. But
So you let the arrow loose, and it heads straight into the back of his skull, and you kind of cringe as you see it. But then, as he turns around with Ramel's levitation, it kind of hits his wrist, and then just flows to the inside of the room and clatters on the floor somewhere. But you do see something like 10 to 15 vines, those needle blights, crawl through the windows, and some of them climb on the outside of the building towards the second floor.
That was a bad freeze pain.
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's just lagging a little bit, I
it's
think.
still frozen for me.
Yeah.
Who's frozen? Me?
Yeah, just a video.
It's just a little
Oh.
bit laggy.
No,
Yeah.
no,
That's
it's
good now,
fine
Yeah,
again.
now I can see it. Yeah. I'm also ordering my bear in there, but it doesn't get to act until later.
Yeah, so let's to make it easy on me. Let's make it act on your
Okay. Yeah.
turn. Okay. So what do you want to do with him?
I want him to run up there and, for now, just grab the nearest of these blight that's trying to crawl in.
Okay, great,
And then later he can crawl in also. So I'll just
Awesome.
make an attack with him.
great.
So that's a 19, 11
Titan
damage.
hits. How much damage?
11.
Okay, so he basically grabs this bush and squishes it and hugs it until it explodes with a cloud of debris and twigs. So yeah, that creature is dead.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Enoch, you're standing on the at the front door, watching those creatures creep in, and there is a wave of these blights that pour into the building, and they start, running and attacking each and every one of you. Vasero, how did you do on that saving throw?
15.
15. Okay, so you managed to, while cough earth and dirt and mud, you still manage to keep enough air in your lungs to avoid suffocation.
Okay.
So basically, two of those blights attach themselves through the ceiling and through the walls to each and every one of you. And actually, Nelfine, 3 of them head out of the building and run to you. So, okay, so you manage to dodge all 3 of them. You hit them with your, either with your bow sides, and you take steps back and forth, and you manage to dance around their attacks. Aramil, 2 of them manage to grab you and scratch you with their needle-like claws. You take 12 points of damage.
Oh, wait. I want to cast the shield.
Okay,
Oh, you know
can
what?
you do that
No, never
while?
mind. It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
reaction.
reaction.
It's a reaction to them hitting me.
Okay.
But yeah. No, never mind. I won't. I'll be quicker next time.
Okay, cool. So
12
that's
points.
12 points of damage, yeah.
Right.
Mouse, 3 of them crawl through the loading deck doors and windows, and they just fall on you. Um, so 2 of them manage to scratch you, and you can feel the skin of your face and your arms kind of filled with small cuts and bruises. 12 damage.
My
Yeah.
armor class is currently 17. By the way, I'd cast shield on my shield of faith on myself.
Okay.
I go down with that.
Okay.
Oh,
Enoch, 2 attack you. One of them manages to scratch you for 6 points of damage. Gary, you fly over 2, 3, and 4 waves of these creatures as you make your way out. So you can see them coming in waves. They just look up to you and hiss and crawl to the building. And the bear manages to dodge another 3. Okay, Enoch, what do you do?
Okay, so I can see him floating there. You've levitated him high enough that he can't be reached by this stickman. Is it any possible way that I could run up and either jump off of something or jump up and grab that staff?
Yeah, so you can basically jump on the railing. There is this opening above the fermentation vats, and there is a railing, so you can jump on top of that and then try to grab him or grab the stuff.
So I'm just gonna toss my warhammer out the door. Just forget about it. Turn, rage, and sprint up the stairs and leap for that staff. While I'm doing that, I'm just gonna grab it with my hand. So I'm gonna drop my shield as well.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try and grab it.
Awesome. The shield clatters down along with the staff. With the hammer.
Along with my spell. So my
Okay.
armor class is now 13.
Okay. I need to make a strength athletics check.
Okay. $14.
Okay. With a 14, you manage to jump and grab Vasero. He's holding the staff up high, so you manage to grab him. And the spell isn't strong enough to levitate both of you, I think, Ramil, or you can correct me.
Probably isn't. It's supposed to
Okay,
levitate just one person.
Okay, so you slowly descend, and you can see a lot of those vine blights. Yeah, actually.
Sorry, it's up to 500 pounds.
Oh,
So that's
Depends on you guys.
yeah. No, I think it's without the shield and without the huge hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, it should
Okay.
be okay. I don't
Yeah, so
think
you-
Viscero weighs more than 300 pounds.
definitely not. No.
Okay, so you basically levitate together, and you can climb onto him and grab the staff if you want.
Yep, I do.
Okay.
I mean, ideally, I'm going to try and break it, but whatever I can get this round.
Okay. When you touch the staff, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Welcome to the dream world, Enoch.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to decide if I want to fail it or not and go to where you are, but 14.
Okay. With a 14, you manage to resist the effect of whatever spell was trying to affect you. And you have the staff in your hand. You can feel it. It's spongy, it's wet, and it's still emanating those strange black smoky clouds. And when you grab it, those clouds kind of think of a candle that you sniff with the breath, so the smoke kind of flees from you and then curls back and tries to grab you, scorch you, or whatever. Just by grabbing this evil staff, you take 4 points of damage.
What kind of damage is that?
Necrotic.
Okay. 17.
Yes.
Okay.
Gary, what do you want to do?
So I think what Gary wants to do is to if it's possible, use the necessary amount of movement to take the baby and put it. Oh, wait, outside it's covered in vine people, right? As well. Or so I want to just fly outside and if I can see the druids, hand them the baby.
The druids.
You mean Davian and his...
Martikov.
Yeah, the Martikovs?
Yeah, if I see them flying out. Because
Yeah,
if
you
I
can-
just see a world of bad guys, then I wouldn't put the baby anywhere.
No. So you can definitely see the Martikovs at the same clearing that they left you. You left them, so you can fly there and put the baby back to his mother's arms.
Are
If
they
you
also being attacked?
Not at this moment. No, it seems like all the vines have converged on the winery.
Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is, if I can, if I by judging by distance, what Getty would do, like, is fly over there, drop the baby off, fly back, and then cast a spell. Could I do that? Is that enough?
That will be no. You can spend all your movement basically twice to put the baby there and head back to the group.
Right, and that would like spending my action too.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is holding the baby in my arms with one arm, grabbing the broom, put my headphone in. I'm gonna fly down, and James, your character mouse is down, right?
Yeah.
I want to fly down to him and cast Spare the Dying.
And I think I do Frost.
He's thinking very pensively.
Yeah. Like, I'm okay with this.
That was almost blue steel, the look he was giving us there.
Oh, yeah.
I think maybe you can cast the spell and then fly down there and drop the baby off at next turn. Fly back, right?
It's a touch spell.
There you go.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey.
Okay. So you wanted to cast what, Gary?
I want to fly down and cast Spare the Dying on Mouse. Meanwhile,
Okay.
dodging all the blind people.
Awesome. So with the baby on your shoulder, you circle the winery and head to the loading dock, where you touch down and cast the spell on Mouse. Awesome. As you do that, do you need to actually touch him, or is it a ranged spell?
I have to touch him, yeah.
Okay, so there are two vines crawling around his body. You can still do it, but you might be drawing their attention and claws.
Should I hit him? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to just stick my hand in there.
Okay.
And just bring him back out.
Awesome. So 14, and this is plus. Okay, so one of them, you managed to dodge the reaching claw of one of them, but the other managed to grab you on your shoulder, and dealing 6 points of damage with his needle-like fangs. Not fangs, sorry, claws. But you managed to cast the spell on Mouse.
What does that do for me?
You're stabilized.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Still down though.
Okay.
Yeah. Vasero, you are still underground, but something has happened. You look up, and you only have your eyes above the ground level. You can see this dirty-looking druid or barbarian wearing furs and dirt and dressed with grass and mud, comes to you with this wicked blade in hand. He then reaches up and tries to slam you, blade first with his dagger, but then some black energy explodes from you and propels the attacker back, and he looks astonished, like amazed. And you can hear this small cackle inside your head. You're pretty sure the dagger that you own protected you.
Oh, nice.
But the mud still goes down through your throat. I need another Constitution saving throw.
Is that in the dream world that happened?
You don't see it happening. I mean, you're still on him, and you
Yeah.
can see him he's trying to save himself from something, but you're not sure what.
I was
21.
just making sure I wasn't getting hit with that necrotic damage that he was
Oh.
throwing
you
about
did-
all
you
willy-nilly.
did just get damage before.
So
Yeah.
Vasero pukes more mud and earth on you as you grab it. He's like a bleh, and then he gasps for air. Very good.
All right, it's mouth to mouth time, Zero. Ever gotten mouth to mouth by a half orc?
Surprisingly gentle.
So, disgusting. No, I don't judge. Mouse, you're still down.
Okay.
But when you, Gary, when you cast Spare the Dying on him, does he still get his roll to see if he?
Let's see here.
No, it doesn't.
It's 3 automatic successes on
Yeah.
Oh,
that save.
okay.
Is what it is.
Okay. So you just lie there, occasionally get stepped on by those needle blights. Okay. Next is Ramil. What do you do?
Okay, how many of these guys are on me?
1,000,000. But on you, there are 3. And more
All of them.
keep coming.
Damn.
We need lots of fire.
This is our specialty, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because I don't have the firepower.
should have burned this place down from the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so there's 3 on me, and they're all like in front of me, or can I be in a position where they're all in front of me?
Yeah, you can. You can take a step back into the even more into the winery, and as they converge on you.
But if I take a step back, then I'll be even in. More of them are going to come in at my direction, right?
Yeah.
Is there any place in this winery where they aren't getting to, or where they can't
So
get
you
to?
you can try and climb on one of the fermentation vats. It will require some acrobatics, but you can do it. And if you will, you'll have this commanding view of the winery.
Okay, then. Then let's do that. I'm going to cast first of all a thunder wave at a couple of guys that are in front of me,
Okay.
or the 3 guys that are in front of me, and after that I'm going to try to Misty Step up there, to cast Misty Step to get up there. It is a
It's a bonus action.
bonus action. So
Okay,
it
great.
allows me to. All right. So first of all, thunder wave.
So I need to do
Right,
some
so-
check.
Yeah, they need to pass a DC 14 Constitution save.
1, 2, 3. Only one of them managed to escape the full wrath of your spell. Now the spell explodes inside the winery and rattles the fermentation vats. One of them cracks, and wine starts pouring out of it and flooding the floor of the winery.
Okay.
Is it regular wine or black wine, like the nasty stuff?
No, it's the nasty stuff.
All right. I'm going to make one of the one that did pass the saving throw. Actually, I'm not sure that I'm allowed to do that, but then never mind. I won't. The guy that did pass it, he's getting 8 hit points, 8 damage, and the other guys are getting 15. And,
Okay, so the other guys just explode and turn into shreds of twigs and wood.
Nice. Okay, and then I cast the Misty Step, and I put myself in the commanding position up there. And that's it. Is there anything else anything that I see now?
Yes, you can see this wave of twig monsters just crawl inside the winery. Above you, Vasero is puking with Enoch trying to grab the staff, and they both turn in the air. You just stand there trying to regain your footing, and you can see all the needle blights crawling in. You can see the loading dock with a mouse lying on the floor, and Gary is just near him, but Gary is also seemed to be cornered by several blights that approach from all directions. And you can hear Nelfane's bow whistling outside.
Wow, okay.
Next is Nelfane.
Yeah.
And the bear.
Enoch seems to have everything up there with the staff and Vasero handled, so I have complete confidence in him. So I'll pull out my swords and stab the blight creatures near me and try to move towards Mouse.
Okay.
Well, that's a fumble. And my other sword is a 20 and deal a massive 4 damage.
Okay, so you had 2 attacks? Sorry, I didn't get it.
2 swords.
Okay,
the first is a critical miss.
Okay, so one of them just find itself into this bush creature and get tangled with the twigs, but you rest it out and make another swing, and twigs explode and fall from this creature. It shrieks and retreats a little bit. Do you still want to head to the loading dock?
Yeah, towards there.
Okay.
And my bear I'll order my bear to also go towards the loading dock and slay whatever creature is there.
Okay, the twig creature tries to claw at you, but you manage to dodge it, and you head to the loading dock with the bear. You manage to position yourself just at the entrance of the loading dock. Do you want the bear to attack one of the vines?
And, yeah, it missed. It was an 8.
Okay.
I assume it missed. Not rolling well. And it rolls twice on roll 20, and the first roll was a 1 and a 20, but it's the one that counts. That's
okay.
Great.
So, Gary, 2 of the there are 3 blights that now stand between you and Mouse. 2 of them attack you. The other one turns to the bear and Nelfane. But you manage. Your AC is 14. Okay, so one of them managed to hit you for another 6 points of damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh crap!
Well, that should be right next to me. Can I like catch the baby as he falls?
Yeah, actually yes. Make a dexterity check while your bear takes 6 points of damage from the third vine.
16 on the dex.
Yeah, 16. You have a baby in your arms.
I toss it to you as I fall down.
It's like a rugby match.
I grab it and spike it and say,
Yeah.
touchdown!
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Vasero and Ramil. The vines try to climb the fermentation vat and scratch your feet. Let's see if they make it. We have, let's say, 3 of them. One of them missed. Okay. So only 2 of them manage to crawl into attacking position. They don't climb on the fermentation. They just, climb it halfway and just scratch at your feet. So only 2 of them manage to even climb. Now they try to attack you. What's your current AC?
16.
Okay, so you dance on the ledge of the fermentation vat to avoid their scratches, but I need you to make a dexterity acrobatics check. to see if you don't slip and fall.
Okay, I think I didn't. I got a 19. Yeah.
Yeah, 19. So you dance like a ballerina with your mage robes swirling very elegantly as you dodge their attacks.
I am an elf.
I guess. And we are with Enoch.
Okay, so the levitation spell was cast on
Wait.
Visera. Oh,
Just one moment. Gary, I
lights.
need you to make your death saving throw.
Can I use lucky on that?
I'm not sure. Remind me the lucky one? The lucky part of the... I think we discussed it, but I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
think so.
Whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not an ability check or anything. It's just a straight D10 to see if you're... It's not an ability check or
No,
saving throw.
He
or
rolls a
whatever.
20, so he's up.
That's two successes.
Where's my baby?
No. That's
Where's
not
my
two-
baby?
That's not 2 successes. He has 1 hit point and he's up.
Yeah, you have 1 hit
Oh,
point.
is it? I
Yeah.
thought it was automatically two
Yeah.
successes. That's excellent.
So,
I kick him and say, my baby.
so
Oh,
do
no.
you get your turn? I think he does,
Yeah,
right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I want to cast mirror image on myself.
Good idea.
Yeah. Do you know the description, or should I read it?
Yeah, quickly,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
I got three duplicates of myself that move with me, and I can use them to. You can use your action to dismiss you. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Every time a creature targets me with an attack during the spell's duration, they have to roll a d20 to determine which one they hit, me or the other 3.
Awesome.
And once they keep disappearing, they have to do different. Like they have to get different results. But I'll let you know which ones. So
Okay,
and my AC is better now.
great. So what do you want to do now?
I want to pick up a mouse and get
Yes.
on my broom and get up away from the vines, from the plant people. Get out of
So
reach.
it's like an old motorcycle, you know. So you put mouse on it, and it just goes like this, and you manage to. So it does fly, but the bushy part of the broom sweeps the floor as you take mouse and try to escape. And 2 of the vines attack as you make your way out. One of them managed to hit, but and it.
Yeah, they have to roll a d20.
Okay, and then.
And then they have to roll 6 or higher to change the attacks. To change the attack's target to a duplicate. With 2 duplicates, you must roll an 8 or higher. So I have 3 duplicates, so they have to get a 6 or higher, or a 6 or lower, I guess, right? Is that what? Damn it.
Okay, so let me see.
Yeah, they have to get a 5 or lower for them to hit me. With
To
3.
actually hit you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling, and I've got a 16. So.
One of them disappears. For one
Okay, and
attack.
you make your way out. Great. Enoch, you are holding Basero.
So the staff, he's just holding it above his head.
Yes,
Rigidly, I assume.
indeed.
So for me to pull it down or out of his hand is going to be an action.
No, it's. I mean, you can try and grab it and pull it out of his hands. That's. Yeah, you can do
Well,
it.
what I want to do is break it. I'm just looking at the dynamics of it. It's very things are about to get really, really personal here, Visero. I'm sorry. I gotta grab the staff. I gotta lift myself up so I can get one knee on it and try and break it over my knee. Because trying to break it over my head like that is
Yeah.
gonna be next
That's
to
fine.
impossible.
Awesome. So I need you to first make a strength check.
Can I give you like an advice?
Yeah,
You're
sure.
Actually, Visero is levitating. You can
Not staff.
try to take him like upside, to turn him around upside, swirl him like upside down. And then it might be easier for you.
Stomp on it. I think in a rage I wouldn't think like that. I'm just gonna
Alright.
try and break it. Anyway, so
Yeah, you use your mace on it.
I dropped it.
Don't worry about what's behind him.
I was
Like
I was
crossing down between it.
I was thinking about pulling El Kalar as I ran and jumped,
Oh.
but then I thought I might take his head right off.
Well, he's at a different place. He won't notice.
So is this the check just to lift myself up kind of thing?
No, it's the check to break it. You
Oh,
can
okay.
lift yourself up, no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Awesome.
Nice.
So as this wave of needle blights crawl into the room and surround all your friends,
Okay, so I get 11, 17, 18, 19.
awesome. So you pull yourself up and then you go down on it with your knee and you hear this as the wood snaps. What happens at this point is, Vasero, you get sucked out of that dream or whatever it was, and you find yourself with Enoch, very close to you.
His crotch in your face, essentially.
And you two just free fall down as this huge ball of energy explodes in the room. The other two fermentation vats that weren't cracked when Aramel cast his Thunder Wave now explode. And everything that wasn't attached to the floor basically moves like an atomic bomb went out in the building. And at this point, you can see all the needle blights, all the creatures, they just wither and die.
Cool.
They crumple up and just dissolve. But this explosion through each and every one of you, on the wall, on the roof, down on the wet floor. So I need you all to make dexterity saving throws to move out of the breeze and try not to get hit.
18.
I got a 14.
14.
26.
Okay.
And a 10 for the bear.
Okay. So everyone who got over 13, you only get hit by some debris for 3 hit points, and if you rolled lower, you are hit for 6. You can hear
Down again.
snapping.
Yeah. Can I,
Crashing, knock me back out.
can I shield the baby so the baby doesn't take any damage? I don't mind taking the full damage. And
Okay.
I did crit my save. So
Okay, awesome. Great. So after this huge explosion, there's this dead silence in the winery, and all you can hear is the drip, drip of wine, as some of it just flows from the walls, the ceiling, whatever it hit when the stuff was broken.
Is there anything
Vasero,
remaining from
you're
staff?
back. 2 broken sticks, basically. They are still spongy and wet. Enoch, you can still hold them, but obviously they have lost their magic.
God, let go of that.
Alright.
It's gross.
Is there anything that we can try to understand with like a knowledge test, like about the staff itself? Like a knowledge or arcana or
Yes,
religion or
yes.
history?
Yes, Arcana will do. Can roll for it.
Alright, I got 24.
Okay, with the 24, you think, or you're actually pretty sure that this wood is taken from the branch of something that is called a Golthias tree. You know that this is an evil tree that feeds on blood and flesh. And you know that it is a real menace. If this tree, let's say, comes to life, it can be a very destructive power. This stick that you're holding is just a twig from this tree. So think how powerful the tree itself can be.
I think we should burn it.
That's what we're good at, right? So
Yep.
Kill it with fire.
I was fully expecting this whole winery to come down.
I'm surprised it didn't.
So was
We
I.
still have time.
Yep. I flaming spirit.
You can hear shouts outside. My baby! My
Yeah,
baby!
Nelfane will cast Good and he'll give a berry to the baby. It heals it for just 1 point. And then he'll go over and give a berry to Mouse and Gary. So they each get 1 hit point back. So they're up again.
Yeah. I'll
Don't you know that it's dangerous to give berries to babies?
yeah, man. You can choke.
This is
That's a
magic.
choking hazard.
This is a magical berry. And the last 7 berries I have left, I'll give 4 to Mouse and 3 to Emiliano. So
Okay.
Mouse you get 5 hit point back, and Emiliano you get 4.
You can have another 9 from Mimos,
Sweet.
and Gary can have 9.
Okay.
Nice.
So
And then I'll return the baby.
yeah, so his mother Stefania is thrilled to get her baby again, and she whips. She just crumple on the floor and she whips, just holding her her baby, and she smiles at you. Thank you so much for doing this. I will not forget it. And Davian crutches to the winery, looking bent and broken, and he looks around and he says, "Oh, all is lost. All is lost." And then his eyes fall on you, Enoch. You holding those 2 broken pieces of the stuff. What is this?
I drop it and step away like it's a foulness.
I tell him it's Gathias tree, and I explain to them what it is.
And when you say that, the 2 young men that were with him, they look up at him, and you can see his eyes flash. And he comes to, he approaches Enoch and grabs you by the collar, and he looks into your eye, and he says, "Did you see it? Did you see the tree? The
No.
stuff grants visions. Did you see it? Were you affected by it?" And he grabs you and he opens your mouth and he looks at you like examining you.
I'll let him finish, and then when I have my mouth back, I felt some foul magic, but I was able to resist it. I saw nothing,
well,
and then I broke it.
I want to ask him what's so special about it. Like if he was affected, then what?
If you touch the Goltaias tree, it reaches into you. It takes possession of your soul, but it transforms the body as well. And he looks at Enoch and says, "You must have been protected by some power, yes?"
The power
Something-
of Balder. The light protects me.
I doubt it, but nonetheless, you have managed to...
It's preaching time.
Sir, this man's a paladin. Or a
Yes,
cleric.
but look above. The sun, Lord, have no effect here in Barovia.
I cast light on my hand.
And he says,
That's simply not true, sir.
any conjurer can light a room with a flick of his hand, but this light will eventually vanish.
Can I scorching ray this guy, please?
And he says,
I'm just gonna walk away. This guy's been through some stuff, and he's pissing me off. So
he turns around at you and says, "You weren't here when Strahd became Lord of the Dead. You didn't see the skies get scorched and the sun banished. I was here. My sons were here. But now My son is gone. And Falcon, we didn't see him for a long time. Erwin is dead, Danica is dead, and he just slumps on the wet floor. And the magical gems that revived our winery were stolen. The first stone was stolen when Erwin was in watch 10 years ago. I was angry at him. He left and have built this foolish inn in Valaki. We never came to terms. And now I'm sorry. I didn't tell him how much I love him. And then 2 days ago, the second stone went missing with those evil druids coming in, breaking in and stealing it. I have a great fear that they might be using that gem for a ritual. And he looks at the stumps of the staff that you dropped on the floor.
How long ago was the second stone stolen?
Just 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
I believe it is Strahd. He is trying to destroy us.
Do you
He's
know
trying to work with Strahd.
where this tree is?
I do not. And he looks back at Enoch. But you have touched the wood. You must know. You have felt it. You have seen it. You must.
So I'll pick up my hammer and my shield with the blue water in symbol painted on it, and hold it out so in my arm so he can see it. And I'll walk right up to him. I'll put my face right down into his and say, I've seen nothing, and perhaps if your faith in Balder hadn't been so weak, this never would have happened in the first place. And then I'm going to walk away.
And you see that while Enoch is walking away, this old man suddenly bulge. Something beneath his...
Damn it. He's going were-raven on us.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to scorch and ray him. I'm going to scorch and ray him.
Please don't kill our allies.
I will do my best.
We have so few.
Yeah.
Allies?
He denies the power of my god. All right, something bulging.
Yes. And his body moves and something is bulging beneath his cape, and his complexion turns dark and his eyes become yellow as he kind of towers behind you. He takes a step toward you and then slips on the wet floor and falls to his knees. And then you can only see him shrivel and crumple, and he goes back to being this old, very old man, broken, and he bursts in tears, and he just slams his fist on the wet floor, and he says, Owen, my son.
I'll stop, and I'm going to turn around and go back, and I'm going to help him up and take him somewhere. Help him to his sons.
Yeah, I'll help him up also.
I feel like I would react as well as soon as he falls.
Yeah, it was the devil who killed your son. Maybe not directly, but it was him. It was also him who cursed him and kept you away from him. And we are trying to defeat him, but we can't do it alone.
Let's not let him make us turn on each other.
He looks up to you and says, yes, continue.
Yeah, we should not be fighting each other. We should be fighting the real enemy.
He looks at you, Nilfane, and he says, when Strahd came to this land, we were given a right over the winery. We were a proud, noble family. But we had a flaw, something in our blood. You can call it a disease if you want. it caused some of us to be able to turn into ravens. But this disease didn't spread with each generation. It skipped a few. When Strahd became Lord of the Dead, when the skies scorched and the sun vanished, we tried to fight him. We tried to fight the evil that was Strahd, but he was powerful. The only comfort we managed to bring to the land was wine. We produced wine and we gave it for free. My father, before he died, all he saw was the vines destroyed because there is no sun. Nothing can grow in this cursed land. He packed a cask of the last champagne that we have created, that we have harvested and stomped. And he embedded on the cask our holy symbol, the holy symbol of our order. And he has sent it to Ravenloft. There it still lies, the last cask of our finest wine in the cellars of the devil. We hoped that the holy symbol will project its goodness and shed some light into this bleak fortress. But alas, you can see what happened. The devil is sending his minions to destroy us. And indeed, this winery is destroyed unless we find the last magical gem. I think this gem will be used to awaken something evil. But if you haven't seen the tree, then I'm afraid we are lost. You have done great things for us. You came and saved us and saved the baby. And he points at the infant. She is the last one of our kind that still possesses the blood. Falcon was the other, but he was gone. We haven't seen him. He went to investigate the windmill, but he hasn't returned. And now Erwin is dead.
Well, did we
Falcon
tell
is
him
another
that?
one of his.
Falcon was.
Did we tell him that he's alive? I can't remember. I guess not.
Falcon? I don't know.
Yeah, Falcon was alive.
I don't even remember.
He was the raven that I befriended.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
didn't he die? Didn't he die in the end? Or am
I
I
don't
remembering
think so.
wrong?
No, Erwin died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't-
Falcon escorted the kids back to their home.
Right. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't know where he is now.
So I would I guess maybe Gary like remembers, and jumps in and tells him that Falcon. He puts two and two together and he's like, oh, that Falcon, okay, and then he tells him that he's alive.
And he says, yes, he told Erwin that a group of strangers helped him cleanse the evil that was in the windmill. Was that you?
It was
Yes.
us.
Ah, then indeed you have done a great service to this land. I will ask of you no more. I will head and search for that tree
No,
with my sons.
no, we
they-
will do
they-
that. You stay here and take care of your family and protect your granddaughter.
And he looks at you. So you have seen him. You have seen the tree.
I haven't, but we'll find it. I have faith in Balder.
Yeah.
He will show me the way.
Or at least allow us to go with you. You might also want to know, we talked with a fortune teller in the Vistani camp, and she mentioned the holy symbol on the cask that you just mentioned, that you gave that you put in Castle Ravenloft, and she said there was not a drop left behind inside the cask.
He says, yes, that was many centuries ago. The wine must have been evaporated, but the cask still remains. A symbol of good inside this bastion of evil.
Yeah, but would it still have any power without the wine inside it.
And he says, our family withered generation after generation, but we are still here. We prevail. We are strong. Even if not strong in faith of the Morning Lord, we have our own faith to uphold. It is the way of the blood. I do not expect you to understand.
And could you tell us how this holy symbol looks?
And he tells you that it looks like a raven in full flight. It is embedded in the cask, and I think this cask still lies there in Ravenloft's cellars.
So if we could find it, if we ever manage to get into the castle, it might be useful.
Mm-hmm.
At least just.
How would it be useful? And where? Here? Or inside Castle Ravenloft?
It's inside Castle Ravenloft, and maybe the symbol would still be able to protect us.
Yeah, some sort of protective magic.
He says, once the ravens of Barovia managed to hold back Strahd, but not much of us left. He looks at himself and at his, shaking hands. I am the only one left. And he looks at the baby and says, at least until she will be able to uphold our beliefs. If you are indeed the ones, if you are able to enter the castle and take the holy symbol, I will answer the call. We will answer your call. And with that, you can hear the flock of ravens that circle the winery. Not much of us left, but whatever we have, we will give it to you. One last fight against evil, and then blissful darkness.
Okay, so that's how it's going to help us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Summon an army of ravens and a few lycanthropes.
Yeah.
Deal. So we need to find this tree. Is that correct? And the gem is there? I missed that part. Sorry, everybody.
I believe so.
The druids have a gem, I think. And there's 2 gems or 1?
One was stolen 10 years ago. It was never been found. The other one was stolen 2 days ago. I believe the druids have it, but I don't know where they took it.
What does the gem look like?
It's a fist-like gem emanating green energy. It was given to us by a druid who passed through the land years ago. It was a present.
Now, what did it do?
If you put it in the ground, it will nourish the ground, even though it doesn't have any sun or water. It is how we managed. Yes.
He says that it was stolen 2 days ago by the druids. Did he see them?
We only saw them when they came into the winery. We suspected nothing as they looked human, but then they shedded their human-like appearance, and the twigs that came with them outnumbered us. We ran for our lives.
And what happened today then? How come they were there today? They were just... did they get there 2 days ago and stayed there until now, or did they leave and then come back today?
I believe that they were trying to do something to the wine. Just by the look and the smell of it, it's spoiled.
They did try. They did try to do something. They poured something black in it.
Because we give this wine for free. If anyone would have drunk from this wine, it was like a mass murder. This is evil in its true form.
Did you get a chance to perhaps get a direction as to where they went, or have some clues as to where they might be staying?
I do not know. I only know that they are somewhere in the hills, north to the winery, but which hill and which tree, this is beyond me. I can send them.
And why do you think a vision of the tree would help?
The tree tries to touch anyone who grasps one of its stumps. It tries to possess the soul of the one touches it. It's evil. If you touched it, you should have known where to search for it. You should have seen it in your eyes.
I'm gonna look at Viscero and just like right into his eyes without anyone else trying to see. I'm just trying to determine. I need to make. I'm assuming because you're that guy. I'm gonna make an insight check.
Can I notice you're not
I'm-
noticing Sarah?
17 was my insight check.
No. I mean, I give you a look so that you know that yes, I know we should talk later.
Okay.
And I'll stand at the front of the old man. I can't remember his name right now, so he doesn't notice the looks going between them.
I think between Nalfine and the owl and the sun god's blessings, I think we'll be able to track them down from here.
I was looking at someone familiar as well.
Yeah.
He says,
Is it still named Colonel?
Yeah.
Okay. Colonel 2?
No, just Colonel. He revives.
Oh, okay.
he says, the ravens will accompany you, but I will help you in any way I can. And then he runs throughout the building and putting out any flammable object that he has, torches, oil, twigs that he uses to ignite fires, even a bottle of this distilled alcohol. He looks at it, disgusting. And then he collects this chest full of burning material. He gives it to Enoch and says, you will need this in your journeys.
All right. Thank you.
I suggest we we rest one day before, take a long rest before we do the next step.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can we rest here for the night and get some food from you tomorrow?
He says, you can rest here, but I'm afraid that now that you have broken a part of the tree, the druids know that you have succeeded in disrupting their plans here. I fear they will expedite their ritual, but I leave it to you.
Oh, by the way, you don't have animals on your land, do you? Like sheep or cows or anything like that?
Not around here. The Vistani capture them and either milk them or eat them. I don't know. We mostly live on vegetables. And he kind of smiles.
I think it's going to be hard for us at least for me, to do anything. I have one first level spell left and 6 hit points. So
Yep.
I need a rest.
Yeah, we need to rest. I agree.
And
least-
if the druids want to come back here because we broke their staff, maybe we should camp somewhere else. Or maybe should we camp here anyways?
I think we should just camp here so we can help defend if they should return.
Okay. I can put I can use the alarm ritual.
Okay.
Okay, what the alarm ritual does?
Have to choose a door, a window, or an area within range that is no larger than 20 foot cubed. Until the spell ends, we're alarmed if a large or tiny creature touches or enters the warded area.
Awesome. Okay. While you make camp, the Martikovs move around the winery and they try to clean it as much as possible. They clear out the debris, they mop up all the spoiled wine, and Stefania goes up to the upper level and sets things straight. She cleans the cradle, puts the baby back to sleep, and Davian just stays in the first floor. He's lighting a pipe, and he just stares at the darkness behind the broken windows. he says that you can rest knowing that the ravens will awaken you if something happens.
Okay, so if we get a minute alone, then I'll tell the group about the kind of dream that I was in. And yeah, so I saw the tree. It was like on a hill, and there was some kind of ritual going on. So we probably find the gem wherever we find the tree. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't do I like have some magical insight or something, so that I know where the tree is.
You
That
know
I
exactly
remember.
where it is.
Oh, I know
Yes.
exactly where it is. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, I'll tell it to the group that I will be able to find the place where the tree is.
Okay.
Before we rest, make a full rest, I'll ask the Martikov if they know a woman named Esmeralda, and where to find her. They know her.
Esmeralda, you say? That sounds like a Vistani name. I have not heard that name being called around here.
Well, there were some men working for her that we met on the road.
And he asks Stefania if she has heard this name, and she says, I think she says that she might have heard something about the ruins west of Valaki, the place called Agrinvostholt. She heard that someone, a Vistani woman, had parked there with her mysterious wagon, but these were rumors told by travelers coming by.
Yeah. I tell the others that I would like to visit the ruins after we have dealt with the druids.
All right.
Also, go ahead.
I was going to say, tonight while we're resting, I'd love to see if Gary and Aramil can examine the sun god scabbard and my sword and see if they can figure out what the heck's going on.
For sure.
Sure.
Oh,
Make your,
but
yes, make your checks.
by the way, Nelfine, do you have any more of those good berries?
Yeah.
Do you need some healing?
I can make some more.
Oh
I
no,
can,
I don't need healing. It's all right. I just want to have some of them good berries.
I just want them good berries.
It's so good.
They last 24 hours.
Mm,
So I can
yeah,
create
it's-
some and then they'll last 24 hours. So I'll make 10 and give you 8 of them.
Nice.
And then I'll just eat one and give one to my bear also, since it also counts as a day's meal. Just one of them.
Yeah,
I got a 13 on my arcana, by the way.
I'm going to eat from the winery's larder tonight. I'm going to take a few shots of that distilled liquor, too.
So they do give you a few bottles of purple green mash number 3. It's their cheapest wine, which is still pretty good. The second best wine is the Red Dragon mash, but they don't have it right now. All the bottles were destroyed either by Aramil's spell or by the poison. So they do give you 3 bottles of the purple grape mash, which is pretty good.
Also, I before going to bed, I'll summon my familiar, or maybe in the morning. And it's gonna be a weasel, I think. So like,
Nice.
the Cornel can scout the skies, and then we can have a little weasel running around.
Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's awesome.
Nice.
So how did the Arcana check go on the Skyblade and Sword?
I got a 13.
I
And
got
Ramil?
a 16.
16. Okay. So you do notice that the sword is very unique in its construction, and it's not new. It's ancient, actually. The strange thing about it is that the way that it's the carvings on it are elven or gothic elven, which is probably out of this world, but not very far from this world. You think that it might be a relic of this land before Strahd had transformed. And it looks like it's missing a layer. So think about a brilliant, shiny new sword and just scrape the first layer out of it. So you think that it just lost its layer. And when you have put it in this cupboard, it looks like that layer is getting back to it, but very, very, very slowly.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
I'll
it-
leave
it
it in
is-
the scabbard.
Yeah, it is either becoming magical or already magical, but without any properties that you manage to discern at the moment.
Okay.
Okay. Do you make any watch, or you trust Davian's ravens?
I think we should make at least some watch.
We have the ritual.
Got the alarm
alarm
spell.
ritual.
If we all sleep in like one room, you can alarm the door and the window.
Okay.
Or just like a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
We don't have another elf in the team, right?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so there's going to be like a 4-hour window where we're all sleeping then.
Okay.
Well,
Any other things you want to
protection.
do through the night?
Yeah. Before Geddy puts the alarm spell on the door, I go outside to take a pee. But actually, what I'm doing is I'm offering some of my blood to the dagger.
Okay.
So,
You smile as you slice your skin again. And the dagger turns red again, and it whispers, "A drop of yours, a drop of mine. I protected you, didn't I?
oh yeah.
Didn't you feel?"
I noticed. That's why I'm rewarding you for for protecting me.
But I'm getting impatient. I need blood, and your blood, while satisfying, is somehow mundane. I need something new.
Oh, you'll get to taste something new very soon. I have the feeling.
Oh, thank you. Very much appreciated.
Okay, so should I roll for damage or how do we do this?
Just one hit point.
Okay.
Nothing really.
Yeah, I'll eat a good berry then.
Okay.
To get
That's
that
why you
protect-
needed all those good berries.
That's why I want them good berries.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're natural
you
and
all-
organic.
If you'll allow me, I would like to describe a dream Nelfane is having
Okay.
while we're resting. Where we see Nelfane back in the village where he's living with his wife and kid. And the undead again attack the village. But instead of, as it happened, or at least as he's sure it happened, and as we're told it happened, where he led the villagers in a battle against the undeads, he didn't do it this time. He's just way too drunk and gets scared and run away. Just saying, "I'm sorry, Esmeralda, I'm sorry," and he runs away. And his wife, Esmeralda, screams at him and curses him, telling him he will be haunted forever and never be able to find rest anywhere, even death. And the dream ends with him running through the forest, and suddenly a wolf is right in front of him with red glowing eyes, and it rips out his throat. And he wakes up with a scream.
When you wake up with a scream, you kind of sit up and you stare outside of the window. And you have to rub your eyes just to make sure that you're not still dreaming. You can see a horse with hooves of fiery red and a flaming tail On top of it sits this noble man, which you now recognize as Strahd himself. The vampire motions, and behind him, behind his flying horse and himself, the trees topple. And this huge, and I mean like 60 feet huge tree, dead tree with green energy engulfing it, emerges from the forest. At this point, the whole ground shakes and you all wake up. And this tree just steps through the valley and toward the winery. And Strahd just motions into the vicinity on the winery, and the tree just aligns himself and just walks toward it.
I totally thought that was a dream.
And you all wake up to see that reality. And at this point, I need you all to make initiative rolls.
Oh no.
Are we recovered from a full rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I
Yes,
got a
my
modified
initiative
20.
modified 0.
Oh,
Doing great.
Best.
I
Yep.
got a 7.
Okay, let's see. Aramil 7.
Yeah.
I have
Next.
a modified 17.
17.
I have a modified 20.
20.
I have a 9, and that's with advantage. and a good dex. So yeah,
Gary?
doing really well here.
Modified 20.
20. Enoch?
0.
0. What do you mean 0? Oh, you just won.
My dex is low.
He just didn't wake up.
You can hear Davian shouts, "To arms! To arms!" As his family wakes up and grabs whatever, bottles, knives, forks. Let's see. Okay.
I think it probably has a lot of health. It's time to turn on the damage meters.
Probably.
You should with your flying broom there, you'd be perfectly set to make some Molotov cocktails and fly around it.
Oh yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Burn it down.
Totally.
You
Um,
are
I
allowed
really
to
need
burn
just a
this.
big AoE fire spell. I need to get that.
Nelfane, you can see Strahd looking at you. Even through this distance, you feel his red eyes pierce yours, and then he turns around and his horse gallops through the air, leaving burning hoof marks in the air, and then he just flies toward his castle as this huge tree approaches. Mouse, what do you do?
And we couldn't even beat that guy's horse right now.
My broom looks a lot less cooler.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can I? It's massive and it's stomping its way here. How close is it?
So each strides takes it another 20 feet forward. So in a round, he will be on the winery.
All right. Yeah, I think I'll run up there and try and find some form of small branch that's breakable. I'm gonna take a swing at that tree.
Okay, so you just hop on top of it and try to smack
Yeah.
it with your... Okay, great. So you can see Mouse just hops onto this creature and then like an ant on a giant. So I need you to make... let's do a dexterity acrobatics check. That's just you trying to find the best spot.
Are we inside right now?
Yeah.
And he went out? Okay.
That's so lame. I have inspiration and I'm going to use that.
I just as a free action, I'm saying let's move out of here and away from the winery. Try to lead this tree away.
Okay.
12.
12. Okay, so you manage to get some footing and then you punch the twigs. Now the tree is soft, but you manage to smack it, and you can see inside this body, this huge body of the tree, you can see a pulsing green gem, kind of like in the place of its heart, that provides it with baleful energy. Make your attacks.
All right.
Shoot the glowy bits.
Yeah, right. Or climb in there and take them. Does it look like I can climb in there? Like,
It's
it's
too
Alright.
dense to climb inside, but you might be able to punch a hole through.
Sweet. Sweet. So that is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Awesome. And that does 4 damage.
Okay. So
And-
you... Yes?
Hmm?
Yeah, continue.
Cool. Yeah, I can make another attack, and I'm gonna try and punch it again to make that hole there. How about a 14?
Yes.
Awesome. And it's another 4 damage.
Okay. So you manage to punch in, and you manage to break some of the twigs and dig a little bit inside to this creature. He starts to scratch, tries to remove you from his chest.
Okay.
Awesome. Gary.
I wanted to maybe now Flame yell this out. This thing about like getting out of the house so it doesn't completely demolish it.
Okay.
So I'll move out whatever exit, if it's east or west, from my point of view, and just
Yep.
move out of the house, keeping me within range, and I'll cast Hex on my broom. By the way.
So you're
yeah.
on your broom and you cast what?
Hex.
Okay. What does that do?
Hex does. I place a curse on the creature. Every time I hit it, I do 1d6 damage added on to the damage that I do, and then I'm gonna choose an ability. I get to choose an ability in which it gets disadvantage with, and I think I'm gonna have it get disadvantage with strength. Do you think would be smart?
Yeah.
This giant lumbering thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, disadvantage on strength stuff. On
Okay.
strength, I guess ability stuff. I don't know what that means.
Great.
Strength saves also.
Yeah.
Is it saves as well?
Yeah.
If it saves as well, think about what spells you're gonna cast at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he only have one other spell.
No, I got another one.
I got
one.
3.
One.
You know what? Let's make it wisdom. Let's make it wisdom ability.
Okay.
Wisdom?
Yes, wisdom.
And I think Hex is a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Oh my goodness. Well then,
So-
right away, I'm going to cast Hold Person. See what happens.
It's not a person, so
Yeah, I
uh,
think
what-
you know that
Dang it.
a whole person won't do it.
you
That'd be
need
too OP.
a whole
You're right.
monster or whole creature, whatever it's called. There's a higher level version.
I'm
You can
gonna
hear
try
Davian shouts from below, "Burn it! Burn it!"
burn it as I cast Chill Touch on it. Because maybe it's necrotic. I'm not sure. We're gonna check and see if it is.
Yeah, it is.
I rolled a 13.
13 to hit. Yes, you managed to grasp one of its legs to channel your arcane energy.
And I did, adding the hex, I did a total of 3 necrotic damage, and then plus the hex, which is also necrotic
Also
damage.
necrotic, yeah.
Yeah, so 9 damage total necrotic.
Okay, great.
And it gets something else. Because it's undead, right? Oh, no.
No.
Well, if
No.
if it wasn't dead, it gets disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the end of
Okay.
the next turn.
Okay. No, it's not. It's not undead. It's rotting, but you don't think it's undead.
Okay.
Okay, great. That was Gary, and now we move to Vasero.
Okay, so I definitely want to get out of the house. And can I grab one of the alcohol bottles from
Yes.
Enoch's backpack?
Yes.
It's all in a big wooden
Think
crate,
big-
right?
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So I mean, in that case, I would try to get not only one bottle, but multiple ones. Maybe put some in my backpack
Okay.
and
Yes.
run outside. And if possible, I would throw one of those things at the.
Okay, yeah,
at
you
the
can
tree.
throw 2 bottles at once. Make 2 attack rolls.
Oh, nice! 2 bottles at once. 11 and 19. So is it?
Okay.
Does it scale with anything? Like, is it a ranged attack or something?
Yeah, you can add your dexterity bonus. It's
Okay.
like a regular attack.
So then it's
Without
25 and 17.
Okay, so both bottles break on his legs, drenching his feet with alcohol. You can all smell this sharp smell of alcohol. The creature just looks down to you, Vasero. Okay, great. So that was Vasero. Nilfane now.
Yeah, I'll run out as far as I can get on a move,
Okay.
and bring my bear along with me. For now, I'll just keep my bear near me so it can attack, like guard me or guard us. I hope the rest follow me.
Okay.
And then I'll try something. I'll cast Ensnaring Strike on my arrow, and then I'll shoot it at this way too big tree, and see what happens.
Okay.
14 to hit,
Yes.
and 8 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then it has to make a strength save.
With
And
a
I'm guessing-
disadvantage?
No, I guess it's large, so it has advantage on the strength save.
No, it's huge actually.
Yeah, it's large or larger, so yeah, it has advantage on the strength save. But
Okay.
hopefully it'll fail. It's DC
So-
14, I believe.
Oh,
sorry,
so
DC
he-
12. So,
Oh yeah, so he just made it with a 13. Actually, a low roll,
Yeah.
but
so close. Look, if he has disadvantage, probably have failed it.
yes.
Oh well. So nothing happens. Like there's some vines that comes up and try to grasp it and stop it from moving, but
Okay.
they disappear right away.
At this point, the creature sends one of its arms to grasp the area of the loading dock, and he tries to pick up the wagon. He doesn't have any disadvantage on his strength checks, right? We said wisdom.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So
wisdom.
he picks it up, and then he crashes it down, but on you, Gary, and yeah, that was Gary at his feet. So just he tries to drop it on you, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And with lucky, I can choose after I roll to use it or not. I think.
Yes,
Okay.
at least I think so.
Well, those are 2 rolls, right? So I have to choose from one of those. Correct?
No, normally I say you have to re-roll it since it rolls us both at once. And
Yeah.
just pick the first
Alright.
one each time, unfortunately.
You're right. All right, I'm gonna use a luck, and I get 21.
21. That's awesome. You
good-
managed.
Choice, yes.
Yeah. So you managed to dodge
Excuse me.
the bulk of the wagon as it crashes down. You still take 9 points of damage from the exploding
Thanks.
debris and woods that's pierce your skin. After that, the creature roars and then tries to scratch Mouse away. Now, the way it does it, it just tries to pat its chest like there is a mosquito there. What is your AC again, Mouse? Is it still 15?
Yeah.
Okay. So it managed to smack you and kind of flatten you on his chest. You take that's 8. You take 14 points of damage
Wow.
from this strike.
Stupid splinter.
At this point, Davian's 2 sons emerge from the winery holding torches, but before they manage to throw them, the creature smacks or tries to smack them with another branch. He gets the first, he gets the second, and oops. Okay, you can see that he just slaps their bodies. They fly back and lie in a pile, crumpled and broken. They don't move. Their torches just whiz through the air and fall on the wet ground, still spurting and flaming. Then the creature roars again.
We hear a Wilhelm scream.
A what?
Oh, I guess that reference didn't land. Sorry.
Okay, you'll have to explain that to me.
Yeah,
afterwards.
forget about it.
Aramil, what do you do?
So where am I right now? I just woke up, right?
Yes.
I saw this whole thing. Is there any place that I can take like cover and cast spells at him?
Yeah, you can do it from inside the house, or you can try to walk outside and crouch at one of the walls or one of the bushes around. You can see that Stefania is taking the baby downstairs. Davian shouts at her, "To the basement! Take her to the basement!" And she just.
Okay, so I'm going to run. I think I'm going to run outside and hide next to like a bush or a tree or whatever I can find there.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast a flaming sphere, and
Okay.
I'm going to cast it right into his face. I want it to, I don't know if he has eyes or not, but I want it to be right around his face.
Okay.
I think in range it's fine. It's got a 60 feet range.
Yeah. So you hurl a ball of fire.
Yeah, and it remains there, and he needs to take to do I think a dexterity saving throw of 14.
Okay.
Save DC 14.
So he fails it with a 7.
Okay, so he takes 2d6 damage, which is not a lot. It's just 4, and that's it for now.
So the problem is that it's made of wood. So it's very vulnerable to fire. So you can double that damage. You can roll additional each time you make you do fire damage against it. You can do it.
Okay. So that would be 9 in total.
Okay, great. So the creature roars in anger and rage, and you can see his face turn into this black burning pile of twigs and branches. He moves his head from side to side and roars again. Anything else you want to do?
What about the oil on him? Oh,
That was on his feet.
That was on his feet. Just on his turn, he's going to take the 46 damage again on each of his turns.
Okay, remind me that.
Okay.
Very good.
And
Enoch,
I don't.
Okay.
you want to do anything else? Or
No, I can't. I don't have any more.
So is he adjacent to the building, the tree?
yes, yes.
So from the second story bedroom windows, could I leap out of a window onto him?
Yes.
Okay, what's left in that crate that we were given? It was full of like lamp oil, and
Yes.
so it's just stocked, yeah?
Exactly.
All right. Grab the
Grab's
whole
great.
crate. Grab the whole crate upstairs, flying
enough
out the
right now,
window.
I feel like.
I'm gonna rage, fly out the window, and I'm gonna crush the crate between me and him. I know this is
Okay.
gonna hurt an awful lot, but
Awesome.
and I'm gonna aim for this flaming sphere.
Okay,
What
great.
the hell? Let's do it.
So I need you to make a strength check as you try to hurl yourself up and up
Yeah.
and up from the top of the building.
And I'm raging, so I get advantage.
going out in a great ball of fire.
19.
Okay,
Nice.
so
Very nice.
you hurl yourself up and up and up and smack him with that crate. Let's see.
Damage do I take?
I need you to roll 6d10
Okay.
as
Whoa.
the chest catches fire and explodes on his face. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as you try to hurl yourself backwards.
37 damage and a natural 20 on my saving throw.
Ah,
So
wow.
that's a modified 19.
Nice.
awesome. So, you manage to basically engulf its entire torso with this huge exploding ball of fire that now ignites as oil spills on top of its body and down to its feet, which are soaked in alcohol. And yet another flames explodes. But this time, this flame, as you go down, grills you for 9 points of damage.
And
I need you
2d6
to make.
Trying all that.
2d6 for the flaming sphere too, right? Because
Yeah.
Did you run into it? Then yeah.
Oh yeah, I was aiming for it.
Okay.
Okay.
You got 5 more damage then.
Okay. And
Okay.
any
And-
bludgeoning damage?
I need you to make another dexterity save as you try to land not on your neck.
14. Nice.
Okay, awesome. So this is just another 3 points of damage as you tumble on the floor.
Falling. So half that. Do you round up or down?
Down.
Okay, 1.
That was an
Okay.
awesome move, dude.
Save the
Kamikaze.
Earth.
Yeah.
Mouse.
Yeah.
This huge tree is now burning, and you are on top of it. What do you do before catching fire? Or after
I-
catching fire?
Aim for the tree
Right.
tops.
Yeah. Have I freed up that gem enough for me to reach in and grab that?
Not yet. You can still, if you want, you can clutch your teeth and punch even further into its body.
Oh yeah. I am getting that gem.
Okay.
That is awesome. Come on, math. That's a 24 for my first one.
Yes, that's a hit.
Man, if I could just roll higher than ones for that. And then 4 damage.
Okay.
I got...
And
I'm
you're,
gonna do...
yeah.
After this, Fury blows, and I'm gonna make another 2 punch attacks.
Awesome. So you try to.
Yeah. It's a 14. Does that hit?
Inside. Yes.
Awesome. Hey, that's better. That's 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm going for 1 more unless I can grab it.
Go for it.
Awesome. 15
Yes.
and 7 damage.
Awesome. Great. Gary, you can see a mouse hitting the tree with everything he's got. Mouse, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as you try to skip the fires and dance on its body.
16.
16 is good. You managed to take only 6 points of damage from the fire.
Awesome.
Wow.
Gary, yes.
No,
You wanna?
no, I think I'm good.
You're good. Okay, Gary, what do you do?
I suddenly flare up with anger, which is very weird seeing Gary angry. But he just got hit with like a large amount of wood. So he was gonna just like bundle up that rage and aim it towards him and cast Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh,
Which,
what does that do?
Well, the creature is damaged by hellish flames. Like I just summoned a bunch of hellish flames, and it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
Nice. One.
One,
A
yes.
1.
I'm gonna wreck this dude. And it's normally a 2d10, but because it's on second spell slot, second level spell slot, I get to add another 1d10, so it'll be 3d10 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
16. It's fire, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
so
you
you
double that.
you double
Just
that.
double it, yeah.
Holy shit.
And that was actually a reaction. So you did it on his attack, not your turn. So you still have an action now.
Yeah,
Oh
how
my
should
gosh,
you
is that
get a reaction to being attacked?
Oh my goodness. Should have done. Yeah, I should have just blown his face off. Well, it took
Yeah,
32.
I wrote it down.
40.
32 points of damage. So
Yeah.
more wood explodes, and now black smoke rises up to the sky as this
And-
creature roars again. What do you do?
followed by that. It's gonna be an Eldritch Blast.
Do it.
Oh, by the way, I had to add the hex to the damage of the
Right.
Hellish Rebuke, so I'm just gonna roll Eldritch Blast right now, and then 2d6 for the 2 necrotic damages he should have taken.
Okay, Vasero, you're going next, so plan your moves.
Eldritch
then
Blast was a
Elfane.
21,
Yes.
and it was 11 force damage.
Awesome.
And then... Oh crap.
Great. So the creature kind of stumbles for a moment from the full fury of all your attacks, but it's still on its feet.
It takes 10 more damage.
It
from
takes
necrotic.
10 more. Yeah.
Yeah, wrote it down.
10 necrotic extra after he hit.
Oh,
So
sorry.
it's like 32, 11, and 10.
And 10. Okay. Wrote it down.
Nice.
Unbelievable. So everything on it just shakes. For a moment there, you think that it might topple on the winery, but then it regains its footing. Basero, what do you do?
So earlier in my dream, the tree was kind of bleeding, right?
Yes.
So I asked my dagger, do you want to have some of this? And then I throw my dagger at it. And
Okay.
I'm using the poison thing that the dagger can do.
Go for
So
it.
that's modified 24.
Yes.
And that is 10, 13, and 9 makes 22, plus 4 makes 26.
26 points of damage. Awesome. Wait a minute. Great. So the dagger flies in, and you can see, actually you, Mouse, as you're on this creature, you can see the dagger punches in and burrows itself in the punch holes that you made. So it kind of creates this small place where you can shove your hand and try to reach for the glowing gem that is inside it. The creature roars again. Nelfane, what do you do?
I'm looking down at my arrow and wishing I had some flaming arrows, but I just have an arrow. And then I'll shoot an arrow at it. Just
Okay.
a regular, normal arrow. And 19, so that hits, and 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And if it isn't dead yet, then I'll say, Bear, go, attack! And then it shake its head, and I say, don't worry about your fur, attack! And then lump forward and actually make a more attack. Yeah. Go on then, I should have called him Chewy. But
Yeah.
it's Yaromir. And 23, so I believe that hits. And
Yes.
that also does 10 damage, slashing
Okay.
damage with his claw.
So with all your attacks, this creature still, it's on his feet, wounded, blood, green ichor flowing out of it. It flails its branches and just smacks everything within reach.
Before it tries to hit the mouse on him, I'm going to I'm going to give him like a 6 for his attempt to hit mouse.
Okay.
Nice.
So he tries to smack mouth, and you manage to dodge it with Aramel's sorcery, preventing you from taking a lot of damage. Now, 4 things happen at the same time. 3 of its branches head to Enoch with a hit. Enoch, you are smacked for... Wait a minute. That's That's 18 points of damage.
Bludgeoning.
This is bludgeoning damage, yes.
So 9. Okay.
Awesome. The next hit flies toward Vasero, and another hit for. This is 6, 3, 9, 15 points of damage.
Oh, that hurts.
And as Mouse grasps the green gem beating at this creature's chest, the last branch flies and hits. Wow. Gary. So let's not make it a bench. He just tries to step on you. Oh, are you on your broom?
Let's say that I forgot it. It's fine.
Okay. So he tries to stamp on you. And he hits 4. That's 11, 17 points of damage.
Oh man, I'm just a little crater.
At this point, the creature feels Mouse's hand on the gem. Mouse, what do you try to do?
Oh, Ido, just a minute.
Yes?
Yeah, you need to take 4d6
Yes.
damage again.
Do Exactly.
All right, so that was 8 for 7, 15 damage.
Okay. Mouse, the creature starts to topple down, but when it does, it tries to simply embrace you with his, entire burning body, just trapping you inside of it. What do you do?
I try and grab that and jump.
Okay, so you watch as the branches close in on you.
Yeah.
You're not sure if you'll make it out if you try to grab the gem. Do you still want to try and do it?
Yeah, I still want to try and do that.
Okay.
Oh no.
You grab the gem. I need you to make a strength check to pull
Okay.
it out.
Have you heard the fat lady sing?
Yeah. 6.
Oh no.
That sounds good. That sounds high enough. And Ido is risen. So yeah, it's
Oh.
fine. You're safe.
Sweet. I'm glad everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
you
forgot
have
made
to-
it.
have to
Then
prove
it topples down with Mouse. Sorry.
Hey, he made it. He made a
You're back.
perfect save.
Yeah. Right.
I forgot. What did you want again? It was like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was dex,
20?
right?
Natural 20, right?
26.
How much did you roll?
I rolled it was a 2 and it ended up as a 6.
Okay. You try to grab the gem and pull it out, but you have stuck inside this body made of burning wood. You look around and you see no escape. But at this point, a huge black raven flies crashing down into this creature's embrace, grabs you by the collar and pulls you out. With your fist on the gem, you are just pulled back with the gem in your in your hand. But you can see that the raven suffered a lot of injuries trying to save you from the fire. The raven topples, you topple with its embrace, and the creature just crashes down.
Can I try and get him to drop me?
Who, the raven or the
Yeah.
tree?
The raven. So I see that I'm gonna take him down, right?
Yeah.
I'm good at falling. I could get him to try and let go of me.
You feel that it tries to protect you from this huge amount of tree that is falling on top of you.
All right.
You can try and escape and let him. You can choose to take the full burn of it. Your choice. As the tree topples down.
All right. No, I'll hang tight. When the tree
Okay.
wasn't falling on me, I was good.
You all see the tree crashes down in a heap of burning wood. and it takes a moment to realize that the threat is over. Only burning, charred piles of wood are, these are all that remain from the tree, from Mouse, and from Davian. What do you do?
Let's go Hill
Run,
Davian.
run over to where its feet was and look down in the crater to see what's left of Gary.
Oh yeah.
Let's just go.
Okay, so Nelfin goes to see what happened to Gary. What the rest does.
Well,
I'm going to run
definitely-
over to Damien to see if I can help Mouse and Damien.
I
Yeah,
collect my
Davian.
dagger.
Okay, Vasero collects his dagger. Aramil and Enoch run to see what happened to Davian and Mouse. And Nelfin, you go and you try to pull the huge feet of this creature above the sprawled body of Gary. And you, Aramil, and Enoch, you try to remove all the wreckage, and eventually you manage to find Davian curled around Vasero. They are both burnt, really, really wounded, but you do see that they live.
Around Mouse, you mean?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Davian a 2nd level Cure Wounds. 9,
Okay.
11 points to him.
Okay.
Check out my cool gem.
So you're fine. And then I'll run back to Gary.
Awesome. Nilfin, you find him sprawled and very, very unconscious.
Yeah. I'll probably have like my bear lifting up the feet of
I think
this tree, and I'll cast Good Berry and put a berry into his mouth.
as you're putting a berry into my mouth, you see this bulge like inside my shirt, and then the weasel rips out like an alien from my chest.
It goes like,
Yeah.
And
Maybe
eats
it
the
eats one of
berry.
one of the berries.
Okay,
Yeah.
I killed it.
It dies. Yeah.
Die, foul
Just
creature.
like break its
die.
neck or something.
Yeah.
Davian wakes up and looks at you, Enoch, with unbelieving eyes. He looks at this creature destroyed and the gem that Mouse is holding in his hand, and he says, I will find this bottle of rare wine that I've hidden in my cellar. Please come, drink, eat. We will celebrate tonight.
9 hit points to Gary. 2nd level Cure Wounds.
I'm all about
Okay.
celebrating.
How many berries did you
Let's
give me?
find that bottle.
Davian, wounded, and after Enoch's healing, he basically dances his way to the winery. He looks immensely relieved with the gem back in his possession. He lets you get into the winery, and his son's wife Stefania goes up from the cellar holding bottles of red dragon mash. Red dragon mash? I think it was wait. The red dragon crush. He told you earlier that he doesn't have it anymore, but she comes up with 3 bottles, and he says, these are the last one. Yes, you deserve every bit of it. And he pours to every one of you. You have saved the winery. Yes, you should taste. And he raises a cup.
Oh yeah.
I'll raise it up also, yeah.
Tonight we sleep safely with no worries. You have managed to sway Strahd's plans once more. I am very grateful for that. The land is grateful for that. And now that the winery will be back on, we will distribute our wine free again and give hope to the people of this valley. Yes, because of you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
And as he
kind of
says,
awesome.
nowhere is sleep with nowhere is Nelfane remembers his dream again and just drains the entire cup. Like,
Okay.
Are his sons okay, by the way? I mean, they were both hit pretty bad.
Oh, shoot. Cure light, cure light. Cure
Yes.
wounds,
Yeah.
cure wounds. Forgot about them. Are they alive?
Yes, so you managed to heal everybody, and Davian is immensely thankful. He actually makes it a great effort to make your stay at the winery as pleasant as possible. He goes out to cook, and his son's wife, she fixes your clothes and prepares a meal and give you wine, whatever you need to rest and to feel that you are his most welcome guests. You stay for the night to rest, to heal, and to reflect on what happened to you up till now. But at night, a scream splits the silence of the night.
This place sucks.
You hear, as you wake up, you can hear a woman screaming, and you quickly identify it as Stefania. Now, as you wake up, she is screaming the top of her lungs, "No, no, no!" And you all notice that Vasero is gone.
Oh, I am.
Son of
When you
Aw.
head up, you see that the cradle is empty, and there are patches of blood on it.
Oh boy.
Oh.
well, that's
Someone
that's
getting an
that's
ass whooping.
that's
That's a really
normal
bad
for him,
sleep
isn't
disorder
it?
you have there, Viscera.
And we'll end it right here.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay.
I'd just like to
And-
point out that I didn't even get a second round against that tree. So we did all of that in 1 3/4 of a round.
Yep.
Yes, you basically, did everything you can. Guys,
Dang.
fifth level. I
Nice.
think it's well deserved.
I'm
Awesome.
I think I'm gonna take the tavern brawler feat. It
Nice.
gives me
Yeah.
proficiency with all like impromptu weapons and
So like
I
a cask, like
I can do a
cask of
def-
burning oil.
yeah. So I'll actually be
Just have it
proficient
running-
with it.
Yeah.
And my fists do a d4 and my strength goes up by 1.
Yes.
And
I
don't
think
forget
it
to
fits 'em.
increase your proficiency bonus. I think it's 3 right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. At 5th level, it's 3.
Nice.
And-
Awesome.
And the
All
roll
right.
20 sheet does that automatically. So
Nice. I got a jet though. I got a work thing I got to do.
Okay.
Alright, dude.
Okay.
things
Go.
up.
Thanks
Okay.
everybody. Have
Great, thank you. Thank you
guys.
very much.
Have a good
Go.
one.
See you guys.
night.
2 weeks time.
You
All
bet.
right. Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, nice. I'm
Thanks.
gonna take a
Oh,
level of Warlock now.
The Wilhelm scream. You can see it on the Wikipedia. It's a sound effect.
Yeah,
the
or you
movies
can just like
and-
Google it.
Yeah, it's used in a million movies, and by a million I mean like 400.
Alright, I'm out. Have a good one, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you. Oh, nice. I'm gonna finally get my Warlock levels.